You've likely seen a giant green sheep sometime in my videos before. You likely wondered who he is. His name? Robo-GREGG. Formerly just Greg, he is a large green sheep who got turned into a giant robot some time ago after a horrific accident. One must ask though, what happened to him? Why did he become this way? What does the future have in him? Greg was born in a cow and sheep farm some time ago to his loving parents, Helmsdorf and his unnamed mother, while everybody else watched due to how cramped the farm is. He was given the name Greg because his grandfather was named Gregory, and his mother wanted to name Greg after his grandfather. He learned a lot while he was living on the farm, such as how life was so fragile and could be taken away at a snap, and one's desire for freedom being very powerful. One day, a man named Epic Gamer, also known as Devin, went to the farm and picked up Greg and adopted him as his own kind. He was now legally known as Greg Shaw. He was adopted into an interesting family of members such as Menace the Cow and William the Parrot. He lived a happy life in the cave in which was called Devin's house until a man named Ben appeared. Ben was an infamous member of the Goobear SMP. He committed the crime of burning down the great tree. He was sentenced to prison, but he escaped, and he never returned. He was suspected of letting Devin's family loose and trapping him on the ledge of a mountain, but thankfully Devin and the boys saved him from certain doom, and everything went back to normal. For a time, there was a cold war between William and Devin. As Devin became the president of Endor, he had a plan of setting up bases around the world and having his family, known as retainers, guard and watch all over them. Devin's plan was deeply opposed by William, who believed in freedom and didn't believe in Devin's ultimate dictator world plan. Greg was promoted to a leader. He was supposed to be the leader of the Taiga Lookout. He bonded well with all the other retainers and was even seen with positive eyes even by William. Devin was constructing the first base in the Nether where he was transporting Greg across a lake until Greg slipped and fell into the lava. Devin tried to save him, but it was futile. Greg burned to a crisp, and Devin was distraught over the loss of his family member. He was in a state of mourning for days on end, but later accepted the fact that he was dead, and life continued on. However, one day William had a plan to bring him back. His plan was to bring him back in a new and improved cyborg body. He decided to go and ask Grant for assistance in the project. He was questioning at first, but later he decided that this would be an interesting idea to construct and get some research. For a few days in August, Greg's new body was being built with some new and cool upgrades, like a power level visor to give him information, 2 hearts, one flesh and one mechanical to give him extra power and to live in case one heart goes offline, a giant gun to shoot people he doesn't like, and a mouth gun that shoots rockets at people he hates. After the body was constructed, Grant's bees went out to search for the body and the soul of Greg, which they did find, but he was only identifiable by his dental records, but that was good enough for the bees. Those mad lads were somehow able to transfer his soul back from hell into his new cyborg body, and it was a success, and he came online and was able to feel and have emotions again. Heck, he even got a new name, Robo-GREGG. He was grateful that he returned to life, but he was angry at his father-in-law, Devin. He burned down his prototype model and didn't believe that he would come back to life. Robo-GREGG wanted his revenge on Devin, but he realized soon that he couldn't move. He was just a statue in place. Is he doomed to live forever as an immovable force? No one can say for certain. All he wishes is to see his parents and adopted family again, but he can't for now. He lives in constant pain, longing to see his loved ones and wanting to get his revenge on Devin. Grant and William have plans to make him movable one day, but for now, he'll just have to sit there, thinking. Little did he know that his parents are no longer alive. Helmsworth was vanquished by Grant for a reason that has been lost to time, and his mother died during childbirth due to the rough conditions of the farm. Although his current situation is rather depressing, I am optimistic that he'll finally be able to move and see his loved ones once again. It just needs some new technology that the bee engineers still haven't figured out how to invent yet. Once he moves once again, I believe that will be a moment to celebrate, and that will open some new opportunities to revive the dead members of the realm. I mean, just imagine this. Crime Child, but as a cyborg. That would be incredible. But for now, our technology is just not there.